Welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium, the home to your Reading Fightin Phils. We return back from a long road trip and looking forward to playing in front of the hometown crowd here. An 11 a.m. start for the Fightin Phils, who will take on the Hartford Yard Goats, the Colorado Rockies AA affiliate. In just a few minutes, the Fightin Phils will be throwing righty Noah Skiro today. And he'll be facing the righty Mitch Kilkenny from the Hartford Yard Goats. The Fightin Phils have all the stars in their lineup today. Johan Rojas will be leading off, playing center field. Simone Muzziotti batting second out and left. Logan O'Hoppe will be catching and batting third. And Jalen Ortiz cleaning things up in right field. Wenerijo batting fifth in the hot corner. Aldrim Corridor on the other corner infield at first, batting sixth. Carlos De La Cruz makes his AA debut after 64 games in high A jersey. Shore had an incredible July and received a promotion yesterday, and so he'll be making his start as the designated hitter today. Jonathan Guzman out at shortstop, batting eighth, and Sal Gazzo rounding out the number 9 hole, playing second base. Sal, a huge hit in Sunday's contest out in Erie. The game-winning hit in the top of the ninth to drive in Jonathan Guzman, the two most unlikely heroes coming up clutch for the Fightin Phils to snap an 8-game losing streak on the road, and coming home with a big 5-4 victory on Sunday. Francisco Morales taking the win, and Brian Marconi a league-leading 13th save of the season, which was a really incredible win. I think can really turn the tables here. Game number 96 of 138, so still plenty of action left in Baseball Town. 18 home games in the month of August. We'll have a lot for you here at FirstEnergy Stadium, and looking forward to being back, but Tuesday through Sunday here against Hartford, and then we'll hit the road and come back for a 2-week homestand in the middle of the month. For Hartford, it is Mitch Kilkenny. And here's their starting lineup. Daniel Montano out and left. Hunter Stovall, he's been tearing it up against his former team. Never played in Reading, though. He'll be at shortstop batting second. Grant Levine in the designated hitter spot. And Michael Tolia out at first batting fourth. Brenton Doyle at center field batting fifth. Willie McIver, the catcher, batting sixth. Nico Decolati out in right field in the 7 hole. Isaac Collins at second base batting eighth. And rounding out the top 9, Christopher Navarro, and he'll be at the hot corner today. It's going to be a good contest. Hartford splitting the series against Portland back at home at Dunkin' Donuts Park. They're now 16-10 in the second half. They're just a half a game behind the Portland Sea Dogs. The Fightin Phils 5 games behind, but this will be a big series. They see Hartford twice and Portland once to round out the rest of the season. That will be huge to see if they have a chance at a playoff spot. Only 5 games back right now, certainly possible for them to sneak through the door, but they're going to have to start working here in this series. Reading is 12-15 in the second half. And as I said before, 5 games back. Somerset in between Hartford and Reading, but it doesn't really matter since they've already made the playoffs in that secured spot back in the first half of the season, so you don't really have to look at that as a part of the standings so much. So Portland and Hartford the leading 2. First pitch 11 a.m. here. Lehigh Valley also a morning game, 11:35 for the Iron Pigs, who are home at Coca-Cola Park. That's a tough back-to-back morning game in the system. But we're going to have a good crowd here. Camp Day at FirstEnergy Stadium. Lots of kids in the park. That pool area down the right field line is already packed. And the rest of the farm system having night games. A big day today. Today is the trade deadline day. Tonight at 6 p.m. is the final time that teams can shuffle players back and forth. And so thinking that the Phillies are going to make a move, looking, shopping, buying for a starting pitcher, perhaps an outfielder. We'll have to keep watch on the trade deadline tracker as the game goes on. And you never know if any of these prospects in this game, if any of the prospects in Lehigh Valley will get traded. So we'll just keep an eye out. Only one trade for the Phillies so far. They got Souza for shortstop and traded lefty Jojo Romero out. And that's really the only one so far. It seems like they're going to make moves, and so we'll have to pay attention to that as the Reading Fightin' Fields jog out onto the diamond. We'll turn it down for the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll be right back up for first pitch here at America's Classic Ballpark.
Please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite all active military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And each home game groups are invited onto the field as the Great American Flag Group thanks to Savage Auto Group. Today's Savage Auto Group Giant American Flag Group is Keep It Simple. And now please join in and sing along to the playing of our national anthem. Bringing fireworks to compliment the International Fireworks.
Let's get ready to rock and roll here in Baseball Town. Game number 1 of the 6-game set between your Reading Fightin' Phils, the AA Phillies affiliate, and your Hartford Yard Goats, the Colorado Rockies affiliate. Fightin's looking to start off this series hot, picking up a big win on the road in Erie to come home snapping an 8-game losing streak, the longest of the season, but turning it around, getting some new faces here. We've added Carlos De La Cruz, who'll be the DH in today's contest, and the number 26 prospect, Ben Brown, who is scheduled to get the start in Friday's game. So I think just having a couple new faces are going to help us out. We sent Colton Eastman up to Lehigh Valley, and A.J. Graffinino was released. So those are the current moves today. And nothing else right now, but of course, as I said before, we'll keep an eye. The trade deadline coming up at 6. Interesting to have a day game with all of that going on, but got to stay focused here. Everybody in the starting lineup that should be for the Fightin' Phils, and we'll just pay attention to see if the big Phils get anything done today. Noah Skiro on the rubber. He'll be throwing to Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. Simone Muziati in left, Johan Rojas in center, and Jalen Ortiz in right. Wendell Rijo over at the hot corner, Jonathan Guzman at short, Sal Gazzo at second, and Aldrum Corridor at first. The crew chief, Louis Krupa, back behind the plate. Gabe Alfonso manning the first base territory, and Tyler Whitty down the third base line for the umpire crew. And manager for the Hartford Yard Goats, Chris Denerfia, will head down to the third base coach's box, and on the first base side, looks like Luis Lopez. Fightin' Phils wearing their throwback black R-Train jerseys today, the Throwback Tuesday theme. Continuing to the morning game today, the matching cap with the R-Train logo on the front and the home white pants. Hartford in their road grays with the blue lettering, the matching blue cap, and the Yard Goat on the front. As we get ready to get started, a beautiful day for a game. 79 degrees, partly cloudy, but it's beautifully cloudy. And just 6 miles an hour wind left to right. The first pitch taken out to center field. Leaping catch by Rojas is out number 1, 11:03. The pitch comes in, 11:03. The first out is made. That's a good way to start it for Noah Skiro. Get out number 1 on the board and take a deep breath as Hunter Stovall comes up. Skiro just a .6 ERA in the first frame. All gas coming out and sometimes fades down the stretch. That's the problem he's had as of late, only going 4 frames for the past 2 outings. But he's got that endurance in him. He certainly does. He's thrown a couple quality starts for us this season as he sends a first pitch ball to the righty Hunter Stovall. Second one, popped up foul, racing back corridor. If it's staying in, it's very close. It actually is on the tarp as he flies into the tarp. Good hustle by the first baseman, but he can't get to it, and it's just strike number 1. So we'll see what Noah has today. They're going to give him wiggle room. They're going to let him get deep into this game as far as he can handle it. He's thrown into the 90s a couple times this season, and he's thrown actually 7 innings once before earlier this summer. So we'll have to see how it all goes down. Here's the 1-1 to Stovall, below the knees, 2-1. Noah actually pitched. We've only had 3 morning games this season, and Noah pitched in one back on May 10th. That was our actual 19th annual morning game. This is technically a camped game, as this is sent foul down the third base line, 2-2. So no stranger to pitching during the day, and he's actually the kind of guy that is super casual for a starter. Just give me the ball, I'll get out there. Doesn't have too strict of a routine, doesn't have any superstitions really. Here's the 2-2, and he gets him swinging. Skiro picks up a strikeout on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and there is out number 2 here in the top of the first. Fightins go around the horn with it as Grant Levine steps up. He's the DH today, batting .333 for the Hartford Yard Goats. Only played in 18 games so far here in AA, though. That's pretty solid amount, though, for keeping your batting average into the 300s. Steps in on the left side, takes ball number 1. Just 2 switch hitters on the team. For the Yard Goats, Isaac Collins and Michael Tolia. Everybody else, whatever they bat, is straight up, including Levine. 2 balls and no strikes. Skiro deals. This is a ground ball on the right side. Salgazzo gobbles it up and sends it over to first, and the Fightin' Phils send down the Yard Goats 1-2-3. In a solid first inning by Noah Skiro, he gets the job done. For the Fightin' Phils, he'll turn the ball over to Mitch Kilkenny after just 9 pitches, and the Fightin' Phils will try to get on the board first if they can here in America's Classic Ballpark. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Fans, thanks so much for tuning in today. Emily Messina on the air, bringing you all the games all summer long, but happy to be back at FirstEnergy Stadium. Noah Skiro needed just 9 pitches to set down the side in the top of the first against the Hartford Yard Goats, so no score as we head into the bottom half. Mitch Kilkenny. Out on the rubber for the Hartford Yard Goats, Johan Rojas will lead us off. Simone Muziati and Logan O'Hoppe also due up. Kilkenny throwing to Willie McIver back behind the plate. Daniel Montano out in left, Doyle in center, and Decolati in right. Navarro and Stovall on the left side of the infield, Collins and Toglia on the right. Here's the first pitch by Kilkenny, inside, ball 1. Kilkenny has been jammed up a little bit in his past couple of outings. Only went 2 2/3 his last time up as he gets Rojas to chase an off-speed pitch, 1-1. It's the bullpen that's working well for the Yard Goats as this comes below the knees, 2-1. And they're hitting. The starting pitching is their weakness right now, and we'll see if Reading can take advantage of that early on in this game here and see if they can knock the starter around a little bit. Tag him for a couple as Rojas takes a fastball, 90 mile an hour inside, 3-1. No score here, bottom of the first. Rojas has been a very impressive leadoff batter, but he grounds this to the left side. Stovall picks it up and sends it over to first. And there is out number 1. Here's Simone Muziati.
The truly decade batter, left fielder number 10, Simone Muziati.
Muziati, 3 home runs in the series back in Erie. 4-hit game on Sunday, his first of the season. He looked good out there. It's fun to watch as he steps in on the left side and takes the first pitch strike. Lefties bat 272 against Kilkenny, righties 302. And they'll try to take advantage of him for the long ball here at a hitter's park as Muziati pokes this in on the left side. All the way to the wall it goes. He's taken 2. Pulls up at second, a stand-up double for Simone here. The kids are roaring on camp day. As the Fightin' Phils get a runner on with 1 out, here is Logan O'Hoppe. Nice piece of hitting by the lefty to go the opposite way. And gets himself into scoring position. Logan leading the team in batting average, 269. On the season, also leads in home runs with 15, RBIs with 45. Even after almost a month of not playing, being ill, and then taking time off for the Futures game he's still hung in there as the best hitter on the team. Although Jalen Ortiz leading in hits right now, 81. He's had a great month of July, and he's in the on-deck circle. Runner on second, O'Hoppe takes the first pitch ball. Kilkenny out of the stretch, comes down again, 2-0. So he has troubles with the long ball. He's given up 16 home runs in 62 1/3 innings pitched. Looks back at Muziati on second. The 2-0 becomes a 3-0 inside. He's also had 7 wild pitches, which is quite a lot, and the Fightin' Phils are working on their speed on the base pass. They could try to move over on a wild pitch if he throws one, especially with like the speedster of Muziati out on the bag. Time is called. Granted to Logan as he steps back in, crowding the plate. 1 out on the board, Muziati on second, and a 3-0 count to Logan O'Hoppe. Kilkenny comes set at the chest. The big kick and fire for the righty. 4 straight balls will walk Logan O'Hoppe down to first. And the Fightin' Phils threatening here in the bottom half. No score at America's Classic Ballpark. Here is the heavy hitter, Jalen Ortiz. Incredible month of July for Jalen. I'm hoping he wins Phillies Hitter of the Month. I think if I did the stats right, it's between him and Carlos De La Cruz, and now we have both of them on our roster here, so I think that's going to be quite a lot of fun. But Ortiz batting .341 in the month of July. Actually has been super impressive since June 28th, which was the start of the second half. 2 on, 1 out for Jalen. Pops this up right side. It's kind of a blooper into right center, and it's not deep enough to advance the runner, so it's just out number 2 on the board. Muziati stays at second, Ohapi at first, and here is Wendell Rijo with a chance to do some damage. Fightinville's trying to strike first here against the Hartford Yard Goats in the bottom of the first no score. Reading has 2 on and 2 out here, and don't want to waste an opportunity. Both runners will be going on contact with 2 outs. First pitch called strike. Willie McIver back behind the plate. He's going to have to be perfect here. These are 2 guys that can steal bags. Kilkenny focused on Rijo. Time is called. Points to Rijo as he steps out. Beautiful day for a game here. Bright, sunny. A lot of guys have eye black and sunglasses on. Here's the 0-1. Rijo drives this up the middle. Racing over Stovall. He flips to first, and he gets the final out. Fightinville's get a hit and 2 base runners, but they strand them both on the bag in the bottom of the first as we head to the top of the second, scoreless here at America's Classic Ballpark.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightinvilles, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightinvilles and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Today's truest, not whole game. Now batting for the Yard Goats, first baseman number 16, Michael Tony.
Michael Tolia to lead us off in the second half, and that is out of the park. That's in the pool. Michael Tolia, first pitch, a long ball here to start off the top of the second. And that gives Hartford a 1-0 lead. Tolia, a top prospect for the Colorado Rockies. Number 9 in their organization, sends one in the pool down the right field line on the first pitch he sees. In the top of the second, the long ball has plagued Skiro these past few games. He only has, that was number 10 on the season, but they've all come within the past couple of starts, really. But nobody on the base pass, it's just a 1-run lead. Here is Brenton Doyle as he searches for out number 1. Was no score until we got in this inning, and that was the first hit of the game for the Hartford Yard Goats. This is shot to center. Playable for Rojas, takes a couple steps back, makes the grab. There's out number 1. And here's the catcher, Willie McIver. That was home run number 21 for Michael Tolia. Actually, Jeff Dooley, the broadcaster for the Hartford Yard Goats, was actually talking to me. The single season home run record for Hartford is 22, set by Eleuris Montero last summer. And so Tolia is one away now. One away. MacGyver pokes this down the right field line, foul. Obviously, Hartford has only been around for a couple of years, right? So the stats don't go back that far, and you don't have to do a lot to set a record there. But 22 home runs in a season is still pretty impressive, and we'll see if Michael Tolia catches that before he'll probably be promoted to AAA soon, I would think. MacGyver down 0-2 here to Noah Skiro. Ohapi setting up on the outside part of the plate. Pitch comes downstairs, it's fouled off, and he'll keep his count. This is taken to center field. Rojas takes two lazy steps over and makes the catch. He doesn't have to go anywhere for out number 2. Back-to-back balls to center field. Puts 2 on the board, and here is Nico Decolati. Decolati fighting to be over the Mendoza line, batting .206. Coming into today's game. Hartford leads Reading 1-0 after Michael Tolia's home run to start off the second inning. This is foul down the third base side. Running it out was Decolati, but he's going to have to go back with a strike. And apparently, Eleuris Montero is going to be moving up to the big leagues today, according to Twitter. Obviously, got to wait for that move to be official. So lots going on in the baseball world today. No other sports. Here's the 0-2 to Decolati. Too far outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Skiro has 2 outs here in the top of the second, looking for the third. The 1-2. Taken deep to right. Ortiz coming over, making the catch. And there is out number 3, but a solo shot by Michael Tolia gets the run scoring started for the day. Hartford leads 1-0 as we head into the bottom of the second here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives, working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Thanks to our good friends at Berks Package. Now back to the outfield, first baseman number 40, Aldra Corredor.
Here we go into the bottom of the second. Hartford leads Reading 1-0 with Michael Tolia's solo shot in the second. So they'll look to tie it up here. Everybody that comes up represents the tying run. Aldrum Corridor, Carlos De La Cruz, and Jonathan Guzman due up as Aldrum takes the first pitch strike. He had a 3-hit game on Sunday. And after missing the first month of the season, is creeping up in the RBI column. Really good with runners on base. He is 40 this season. There's a ball down below. Little shift on the lefty here. Stovall shaded more towards second. Navarro really manning the left side of the infield, and Corridor sends this into right, though, bouncing in front of Decolani. He's got a hit to lead us off in the second. Runner on, and nobody out here for Carlos De La Cruz, making his Double-A debut here for the Reading Fightin' Phils. Batting .266 in High A Jersey Shore when he was called up. Only played in 64 games. The first month of the season, he was on the developmental list, just developing, I suppose. Sometimes they do that when there's too many players, too. But he's got 10 doubles and 10 home runs, including 7 in the month of July, so he is really escalating quickly and deserved this promotion to Double-A. He's in as the DH today as he takes a called strike. So last week I was talking about the addition of Taylor Lehman, 6'8", 240. Tallest guy on the team. Well, they one-up me there with Carlos De La Cruz, 6'8" as well, and Ben Brown also being added to the roster. He's 6'6". Did they even make pants for these guys? He's got his cropped short, so maybe not. He's got the high socks and pants to the knees as he takes the ball. 1-1 the count. Aldrum Corridor, a leadoff single out at first. Bend in the knees for De La Cruz. Knees bending in, actually. Looks like he's leaning back. Keeps the bat on his shoulder as Kilkenny comes set. Now he loads out of the stretch. There's a called strike that clips the outside corner. 92 with the fastball for Mitch Kilkenny. Righties bat .302 against the starter. Lefties just .272. Kids are cheering for De La Cruz as he takes the ball inside, evening the count. No outs here, bottom second. The Arphils trail by 1. That was Tolia's home run into the pool. And De La Cruz trying to get something going here for the Fightin' Phils. Kilkenny lean over, ball in his right hand, glove at his waist. Now he comes set at the chest, finding his grip. Here's the 2-2. Slow roller down the third base side. Charging Navarro, De La Cruz hustling to first. He's got some good speed on him, but the ball gets there before he does. He does push Corridor into scoring position, which is huge here for out number 1. Here is Jonathan Guzman. And I wouldn't be surprised if Guzzi tries to lay down the bunt here and get Aldrum Corridor to third. Just try to get a run on the board and tie things up with the Yard Goats. We'll see. A big hit in the ninth and ended up being the winning run that came across the plate on Sunday. Keeps the bat on his shoulder as he takes the ball in the dirt. 1-0. Corridor shuffles off a second. He's probably not going to third unless ball gets past MacGyver. Guzman sends this out to right center. Back, Doyle, track, wall. They make the catch right at the wall. Corridor can't tag up, even as deep to right center as that was. And it's just out number 2. Good throw in by Nico Decolati. Ended up making the grab. And now there's 2 away here for Sal Gazzo. He's actually had, if you look at the last 10 games that everybody has played in, Sal's had the best last 10. Now for him, that tracks into June, his last 10 games, but he's batting .294. And he's come up in the clutch quite a number of times since then. The switch hitter batting from the left side, working his way into the starting lineup today as he takes a called strike at the knees. 1, being a switch hitter, super helpful, and 2, Gold Glove out there for Gazzo. He works both sides of the infield really well. Corridor out on second, 2 outs for the Fightin' Phils, who trail by 1. A little bit of a shift here for Gazzo. He goes up the middle. This is playable by Stovall with the shift. And he sends it to first. The Fightin' Phils get another hit, but they strand him on the base pass. To the third we go. The Phils trail 1-0.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wow Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's Uncle Sonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Fightin' Phils pick up a hit, but they can't drive or run across, so they trail 1-0 as we head into the top of the third. Noah Skiro, 20 pitches under his belt here. He'll see Isaac Collins for the first time today. Christopher Navarro, and back to the top of the order with Daniel Navarro. Skiro sends a first pitch ball in. There's a called strike, 1-1. Just misses the outside corner. 2-1. Good crowd today. Lots of camp kids out at the ballpark, which is always loud and exciting. This is smacked into foul territory. Wendell Rio making the catch down the third base line. A pop-up is out number 1 here for Isaac Collins. Here's the number 9 hitter, Christopher Navarro. First pitch fouled back by the number 9 hitter, just 3 games here in Double-A. 1 hit on the board, it was a double. This one smacked down the first baseline foul, and he's quickly down 0-2. Jalen has to go fetch that and bring it back. Skiro glove at the waist. Here's the 0-2. Chopped down the first baseline foul. Below the knees from Skiro. 1-2. I hear the audio not working on MILB TV. We're going to try to get that settled. This is aligned into left. Muziati tracking over. He'll make the catch. Had the defense set up well against Christopher Navarro for out number 2. We go back to the top of the order, Daniel Montano. A lot of balls in the air off of Skiro. He's only got 1 on the ground and 1 strikeout right now. Everything else has been in the air, including that Michael Tolia home run that puts Hartford up 1-0 in the top of the third. Reading is out hitting the Yard Goats 2-0. Just haven't come across that big hit yet today. Skiro deals the 1-0, popped up. Coming in, Rojas, back, Guzman, but it's Muzziotti who calls everybody off and runs through the two of them to make the catch. The Fightin' Phils and Noah Skiro send down the Hartford Yard Goats in order here in the third. As we head to the bottom half, the Fightin' Phils will look to tie things up.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Here's Johan Rojas, the top of the order for the Fightin' Phils. They trail 1-0 to the Hartford Yard Goats. Rojas grounded out to short his first time up. And Mitch Kilkenny with 26 pitches sends him a first pitch ball. Two and out. Fightin' Phils trail by one. That Michael Tolia home run in the second. The only run of the game for Hartford. And they've only had that one hit as well. Rojas sharply sends this down the third baseline foul. He rolls over on this pitch, 2-2. Infield, outfield, back deep here to Johan. The Fightin' Phils have gotten a hit in each inning. They just haven't been able to drive a run across, and we'll see if they can do that here in the third. That's a called strike 3, and Rojas knows it. First strikeout of the game for the Fightin' Phils. As he's caught looking, he'll go back to the dugout with out number 1. Here's Simone Muzziotti from the left side. He had a double back in the first. Stuck on second for the rest of the inning. Sends this one back foul into the net behind home plate, down 0-1. Just 2 day games in the entire minor league system today. Your Fightin' Phils and your Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Very interesting. Lehigh Valley just getting their start. Ofrady Gomez getting the spot start today. Muzziotti sends this down the left field line. It ropes foul, sliding to make the catch is Montano, but he can't get to the ball in time, and instead it's just a long strike 2 for Simone. Gene Segura will be leading off in rehab. Out for the Iron Pigs, Johan Camargo in their lineup after being sent back to AAA. And a bunch of former R. Phils in the lineup. The only player in the starting 9 for the Iron Pigs that didn't play in Reading is Donnie Sands. That's pretty fun. Stars of tomorrow play in Reading today. That's what we always say. Here's Muziati with an 0-2 count, and he strikes out swinging on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball up and away. And there's 2 for Logan O'Hoppe. No strikeouts, and then back-to-back ones by Kilkenny. Very interesting, as O'Hoppe comes up for the second time today with his family in the crowd. Walked in his first at-bat. This is below the knees for Logan, 2-0. Very patient hitter at the plate. Certainly not going to chase anything he can't do damage with. Glove at the chest for Kilkenny. Now he comes home. This hits the inside corner. 2-1. 2 outs, top of the third. The Fightin' Phils trail 1-0. Logan takes the ball down and away, 3-1. Just trying to get somebody on base here. Jalen Ortiz in the on-deck circle. Everybody that comes up represents the tying run. There's ball 4 to Logan. He's walked twice today as he jogs down to first on a free pass. They weren't giving him anything to hit there. Here's Jalen Ortiz with the tying run on first, and 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Beautiful, beautiful day here. Sun is shining. Just a little bit of wind pushing from left to right. Flag out in center field. Gusting with it. About 80 degrees, and it'll warm up as the sun gets overhead. O'Hoppe shuffles off the bag at first, 2 outs. Time is called from the catcher, and that was a good called time. Don't want to violate the pitch clock. 18 seconds to throw down to first with a runner on. Jalen dribbles this down the third base side, foul. Reading trying to tie it up against Hartford early on. They have a 1-0 lead with Michael Tolia's 21st home run of the season. You hear the kids in the background chanting MTO. If Jalen Ortiz drives in a run today, everybody will go home with a coupon for a free specialty drink from Sheets, one of our favorite promotions. Here's the 0-1, hits the outside corner. 0-2. Kilkenny keeping 90-91 with that fastball right now. Rockies' second-round pick in 2018 out of Texas A&M. Build of a starter, 6'4", 210. Jalen pokes this off the end of his bat, foul. He'll get to go again with an 0-2 count. This is his 17th start of the season. Guard goes for 8-8 when he comes up. Did spend about 2 weeks on the injured list back at the end of May. And he was the opening night starter. Runner on first, 2 outs for the Fightin' Phils, who trail by 1. Jalen takes the ball inside, and now it's 1-2. These two teams met up earlier at Dunkin' Donuts Park. Hartford took 4 games. The Fightin' Phils swept a doubleheader for 2 wins, and they will meet up again at Dunkin' Donuts Park later in the summer. O'Hoppe going, but Ortiz strikes out swinging to end the inning. That will do it. A walk, but 3 strikeouts for Mitch Kilkenny retires the Fightin' Phils here in the bottom of the third as we go into the fourth. Hartford 1, Reading 0.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here we go into the top of the fourth at FirstEnergy Stadium. Hartford 1, Reading 0 with the Michael Tolia home run back in the second inning. Being the only run of the game, Noah Skiro sat down the side very quickly in the third. We'll see if he could do it again in the fourth. We'll see Hunter Stovall, Grant Levine, and Michael Tolia himself to start off the frame. Just 31 pitches for Noah as Stovall reaches out and gets a piece of it, sending it foul. See if he can keep his velocity up here in the fourth inning as he's working through the lineup for the second time today. Ready comes home, ball outside, 1-1. Checking in on that game at Lehigh Valley, they had 11:35 start. Just in the top of the first, no score at Coca-Cola Park against the Syracuse Mets, the AAA Mets. Skiro hits the outside corner, 1-2. Noah, big kick and fire home. Stovall sends this foul once again. He'll keep his count. Sun behind the clouds right now. Half of the field in the shadows as Stovall chases an off-speed pitch down and away for strike 3. And there's out number 1 to start off the fourth. Just the second strikeout for Noah in this game. He's had a couple of games with a high strikeout count. 9 so far on July 9th at Richmond was his highest of his career. But he's had 2 games above that, 8, and a couple times it's 7. And he's actually 5th in the Phillies farm system with 93 on the season. I guess it's 95 now. But, yeah, 5th in the farm system. Abel, Painter, McGarry, and Ben Brown ahead of him. Grant Levine chases strike 1 on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. That is huge that Skiro's still sitting there where his fastball usually resides. 1-1 to the lefty, cuts inside, 2-1. It's a good sign. There's a called strike. 2-2. Wind still pushing from left to right across the ballpark. Nothing that I think can do a lot of damage to the baseball, but we'll keep an eye out. Up the middle, Skiro tries to get a glove on it, but he can't. And Grant Levine has the second hit of the game for the Hartford Yard Goats, who lead 1-0 here in the top of the fourth. Levine, the DH, got himself down on first. Here's Michael Tolia, who had that solo shot into the pool down the right field line his first time up. And we'll see how Skiro adjusts here, seeing this batter for the second time today. Both of these starters have faced this team before, which I always love to go back and see how they performed, because you can make adjustments during the game, but you certainly have a lot more time to make adjustments when you're seeing them in the next series. And Skiro and Kilkenny will be the Sunday starters as well, so they'll actually have a whole nother game where they face off on Sunday. And Tolia was 1 for 1 in that game. This is taken to right center field, racing over. Ortiz dives! Pops out of his glove, but what an attempt by Jalen and Wright. That's going to go in as a base hit. But that was a top prospect play. Taking a minute to walk around out there and catch his breath. Andy Dodson, the trainer, on the top step of the dugout, but not coming out yet. Rojas picking up his hat and his sunglasses. Does allow Levine to advance to second, but if Ortiz hadn't made the stop, that ball would have trickled to the wall, and he would have made it much further than just second base. Tolia, a 2-hit game as he's down on first with a single. 2 on and 1 out for Brenton Doyle. Jalen seems okay over there out and right. Sure, that had to sting a little bit coming down on the ground that hard. Doyle takes the ball down and away. Flew out to center his first time up, back in the second. Hartford leads Reading 1-0 in the top of the 4th inning. Skiro comes set at the waist, out of the stretch here with 2 on and just 1 out. Sent out to center field, playable for Rojas, and I don't think it's deep enough that Levine will tag, and he does not. Rojas sends it into third anyways. Both runners hold up while out number 2 is on the board, and here is Willie McIver. Levine out on second, Tolia on first. 2 outs here, top of the 4th. Hartford just a 1-run lead. They have 3 hits, so Fightin Phil's 2. First pitch ball here to the catcher. Flew out to center field as well his last time up. Chipped foul. 2 runners on here for the Hartford Yard Goats. And 2 outs, top of the 4th. Skiro gets the sign from Mohapi back behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Skiro up to 95 there on the radar gun. Seems like he's bringing the heat here, trying to get out of the 4th. Levine out on second, Tolia on first, 2 outs here, and he gets the job done on a strikeout. Back-to-back 95-mile-an-hour fastballs for Noah Skiro. Bookends the frame with strikeouts. Strands 2 on the base pass. Hartford leads just 1-0, but the Fightin Phils looking to tie it up. Bottom of the 4th coming up here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Skiro put up a huge 0 in the top of the fourth, bookending it by strikeouts. And Hartford leads just 1-0 in the bottom half. Wendell Rio, Aldrum Corridor, and Carlos De La Cruz up against Mitch Kilkenny with 44 offerings. Fightin' Phils have gotten a base runner on in all 3 frames so far. They just haven't been able to drive anybody home. And of course, everybody that comes up represents the tying run here, down by 1. Sharply fouled off the bat up the third base line by Wendell Rio, 0-1. He grounded to short his first time up. Crowd roaring here. Rio sends this awkwardly off the bat back to the pitcher, makes the play to first. And there's out number 1. Here's Aldrum Corridor with 1 away. Big Juan Soto deal going down. The Nationals trading, looks like, Soto and Josh Bell to the Padres for a bunch of top prospects. And so that'll be interesting for the Padres. I don't know how you trade Juan Soto. He's younger than most of your top prospects. He's only 23. That's crazy. Oh, 1 to Corridor is a 1-1. Lots of prospects, though, going over. The Nationals looking to rebuild after their 2019 World Series, and the Padres are ready to do it this time. This is lined into the glove of Daniel Montano. He got a little bit too much on it. It held up upstairs as it made its way out to left field. And here's Carlos De La Cruz with 2 away. Of course, the deadline is 6 p.m. tonight, so certainly a lot of trades still left to go down today, I think, especially with all these people in the hunt for the wild card spot. De La Cruz checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. Ball 1. Grounded out to third his first time up. In the month of July, he batted .289 with 15 RBIs. This is popped up down the first base side. It's foul. Coming over is Tolia, but it ends up in the right field grandstand for strike number 1. 4 doubles and 7 home runs in the month. That'll up your slugging percentage for sure. Here's the 1-1 to De La Cruz. Clips the inside corner at his knees. And the count moves to 1-2. The Fightin' Phils have 2 hits, no runs. Hartford 3 hits, 1 run on Tolia's solo shot. And De La Cruz goes up the middle. Range shortstop. And Carlos De La Cruz has his first AA hit. That'll work. With 2 outs, the Fightin' Phils have a runner on first, and here is Jonathan Guzman. Always nice to get the first one out of the way, you know? De La Cruz almost caught off the bag. He gets his left hand back there fast. He was trying to put on his little oven mitt. They didn't give him time. He doesn't even have it banded up. He just has it on. The pitch clock is making him race. And now Guzman sees the offering foul. And it will give De La Cruz a moment here to try to set himself up. Fightin' Phils 3 hits, Hartford 3 hits, but the Yard Goats a 1-0 lead. Guzzi takes a swinging strike at an off-speed pitch, and he's down 0-2. Flew out to right his first time up. Good fan engagement at this game. Looking for the team to make something happen as Guzman takes the ball up and away. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Reading trying to tie this ball game up. Jonathan Guzman, Salgazzo, and then back to the top of the order. Another pickoff attempt to De La Cruz. That's step off number 2 for the righty Kilkenny. And that's all you get per at bat here, and De La Cruz is going to be aware of that with Mike Jones instructing him at first. Here's the 1-2 to Guzman. That hits the outside corner. And Guzman caught looking to end the frame. The Fightin' Phils get another base runner, but they can't bring him home. They trail by 1 into the 5th here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Into the 5th here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Noah Skiro gets a whiff out of Nico Decolati. Hartford leads Reading 1-0. Both teams have 3 hits. The Fightin' Phils have had a base runner in every frame, and they just can't seem to drive a run across. This is a called strike at the knees. A ball and 2 strikes. Veggie race happening at FirstEnergy Stadium, getting a lot of cheers out of the Fightin' Phils fans today, all these campers in the game. Two balls and 2 strikes. Decolati, the number 7 hitter. Isaac Collins and Christopher Navarro, 7 through 9, due up here for the Yard Goats. Skiro, the 2-2, poked off the bat down to right. Ortiz coming in. He'll be there to make the catch. There's out number 1 to start off the 5th. Skiro looking really sharp today. As I said in the last frame, actually increasing his velocity here, which is real good. And only allowed 3 hits in that 1 solo shot, and it hasn't seemed to faze him as he attacks the lineup for the 2nd time today. Just 55 pitches here in the top of the 5th. He'll see Isaac Collins from the left side, who lays down a bunt but pops it foul. Back behind home plate. Ohapi setting up on the outside part of the plate. This hits the corner. 93 with the fastball from Noah Skiro makes it 0-2. One-two, well framed by Logan, just a little bit too far down and away for Louis Krupa back behind the plate. Out number one in the top of the fifth. Skiro deals. This is sent sharply back foul into the stands. And the count moves 2-2. Skiro taking his time. Now he comes set, working out of the stretch with nobody on, and this is shot to right, but it's foul. He'll keep his count. Infield, outfield, back deep here to Isaac Collins, who popped up in foul territory in front of his own dugout his first time up. Here's the 2-2 from Skiro inside, and it's full. Skiro's got one out already here in the top of the fifth. And to get up to a full count, that's been a 7-pitch at bat. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. It ends up being ball 4, and that is the first free pass issued by Noah Skiro today. Very good command. First walk not issued to the fifth. That's solid. Here's Christopher Navarro with a runner on first and one out. Navarro lined out to left his first time up. Skiro in a good position for a double play. Of course, I said earlier, only one ground ball so far. Rest of them have been in the air. Down and away. 96 with the fastball from Skiro. He's bringing the heat today, but it's ball 1. Isaac Collins, 22 stolen bases, 5 caught stealings this season. And he looks like he's ready to jump. Skiro knows that. He sends the ball over to first. Runner dives back, all good. Step off number 1 of the at-bat. This is inside, a strike. And that evens the count 1-1. Skiro has a runner on first and one out here in the top of the fifth. Hartford leads just 1-0. Still a lot of baseball left. Up the middle goes Navarro, and that will push Isaac Collins to second. And Skiro in a jam here with 2 on and 1 out as they go back to the top of the order with Daniel Montanano. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in here. Our Phils, one of just 2 day games today as Logan Ohapi heads down for a meeting on the mound. Lehigh Valley, the other one. How funny is that? They have just made it through the first. It took them 30 minutes in the first inning. Lehigh Valley leads 2-1. Johan Camargo's double scores Dalton Guthrie, and then a passed ball from each of the catchers, Francisco Alvarez, who we saw in Binghamton, and Donnie Sands. Both catchers allowing a pass ball to score a run. That's like kind of rare, and it happened already twice in the first inning. So Lehigh Valley up 2-1 at Coca-Cola Park. And the rest of the farm system, including the Philadelphia Phillies, who play the Braves, have night games today. Montanano on the left side. He's 0 for 2. He takes a ball outside, 1-0. He has Collins on second and Navarro on first with just 1 out. Still a force play here for Skiro. Can turn that double play ball if he gets one on the ground. Ohapi tries to bring this into the strike zone, but they don't get the call from Krupa, and it's 2-0. Shift on for the lefty. Guzman almost back behind second base as Montano tied up on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-1. Wendell Rijo playing very close to third as well, so there's a lot of space on the left side of the infield if Montanano can go the opposite way. 2 on, 1 out, top 5. Hartford leads 1-0. This is fouled back to the backstop, and it evens 2-2. Skiro looks back at Collins on second. Now he comes home. Doesn't get the call outside. It's full. Back-to-back full counts here. Last time ended in a walk to Isaac Collins. Navarro singled to put 2 on. And 2 out. This is sharply fouled into the Fightin' Phils dugout. A couple of coordinators in town with the Phillies this week. Bree Hapkin, the mental skills coach for the Phillies, trades off weeks between us and Jersey Shore, and she's here with us this week, which is glad to have her with us. As well as Andy Abad, who is the outfield coordinator for the Phils. So glad to have him in town as well. And if might be other people down there, they're always roving coordinators. That's what they're called. Here's the payoff pitch, a called strike 3. Skiro's fastball hits the outside corner. Montano caught looking, and that is a huge punchy for Noah as he gets out number 2 in the 5th. Just his 4th strikeout in this game. Comes at a huge time. Here is Hunter Stovall, who has 2 of them today. Come up with 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Just a 1-run ball game. And Skiro trying to keep it that way. His team's got to give them some run support if they want to come away with the win, but they've relied on Skiro this far. Infield, outfield, back deep. Collins on second, Navarro on first. This is slowly rolled down to third. Rijo has enough time to make the play and step on the bag at third for the force out. That's an experienced player right there, knowing all he has to do is step on third, and that will do it. Noah Skiro issues a walk and a hit, but he strands 2 on the base pass to keep this a 1-run game. To the bottom of the 5th we go here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Peloton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Peloton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Peloton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Salgazzo to lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th, and back to the top of the order with Johan Rojas and Simone Muziati. Hartford a 1-0 lead thanks to Michael Tolio's solo shot in the 2nd, and Noah Skiro has kept them quiet. Other than that, just 4 hits allowed and 1 walk issued. Stranded 2 on the base pass in the 5th inning. And so the Fightin' Phils look to give him some run support here as Sal takes a first pitch ball. The switch hitter batting from the left side here for the second time against Kilkenny. He grounded out to short his first time up. Reading just 3 hits today. As Gazzo takes a swinging strike, 2-1. Kilkenny now 57 offerings coming into the bottom of the 5th inning. And Sal working his way through this bat, trying to get a leadoff runner on here. He's got a 3-1 count. The righty comes set. Big leg kick, and Gazzo chases an off-speed pitch. It's now full. Navarro playing in over in the shortstop position. Gazzo called strike 3 on the inside corner. Tough call, but there's out number 1 here in the 5th. As we go back to the top of the order, here's Johan Rojas. 5 strikeouts for Mitch Kilkenny. Fightin' Phils have not been able to take advantage of him yet. They've had a base runner in all 4 frames so far. Just need 1 run here to tie it up early. Rojas gets a piece of it. He's 0 for 2 today. Called strikeout and a ground ball to short. Infield, outfield, back deep. This is chipped off the bat foul, maybe came off his foot. Luckily, he's got a big Evo shield guard on the left foot and shin. But the count moves 0-2. Infield backs up here to Rojas, who takes a ball above the head. 1-2 here. Trying to get a base runner on in the bottom of the 5th inning, getting into the halfway point of this ball game. Rojas takes an upstairs fastball back foul, 1-2. My This Day in Baseball Town history is a fun one today. Crowd getting real loud here. The 1-2. Another foul ball by Rojas. And he stays alive here. On this day in history, August 2nd, 2011, Bryce Harper made his debut at FirstEnergy Stadium for Harrisburg. Back when he was a part of the Nationals farm system, went 1 for 4 with a double and 2-run score. Rojas chips this off the end of his bat back to the pitcher. The play is made by Kilkenny for out number 2. And funny to think that that was over 10 years ago, and now Bryce Harper is on the Phillies. Too funny. With 2 outs, here's Simone Muzziotti trying to do something for the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the 5th, down by 1. Like I said before, 3 home runs last week. This is sharply struck to Stovall. The shortstop makes the play to first, and that's the first time this game that the Fightin' Phils have been sat down in order. On to the 6th we go. Hartford 1, Reading 0.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely. Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Into the 6th we go, and the Fightin' Phils are going to keep Noah Skiro in. 75 offerings for the starters. He's allowed just 4 hits and 1 run. The solo shot to Michael Tolia as Hartford leads 1-0. Started well, and they're looking to see if they can give him 6 frames as he sends back-to-back balls to Grant Levine here, who's leading off the Yard Goats. Michael Tolia and Brenton Doyle also due up in this frame. And he misses on 3 straight pitches. Nobody up in the bullpen for Reading here. Universal off day for both teams yesterday. Hartford came up late in the afternoon and spent the night here before the 11 a.m. start. Now he hits the corner, 3-1. The fastball, 92 miles an hour. Noah kicks and fires. This hits again at the knees, up to 93. Looking for his first out here in the 6th, but it's ball 4. And that will walk Levine down to first with nobody out. Here is Michael Tolia. Second time Levine has been on, 1 for 2 with a single and now a walk. And Tolia, of course, the solo shot back in the 2nd and a single in the 4th. Already having a good day. We're only in the 6th inning of game number 1. There's a called strike inside to Tolia, batting just .226 on the season. 12 doubles and 21 home runs. That's what they look for, that slugging percentage, those extra base hits. A big deal to teams nowadays. And Tolia's slugging percentage, .440. OPS, on base percentage, plus slugging, .761. That's solid. This is poked into center field. Rojas coming in. He'll make the catch. Levine stays on first for out number 1. Here's Brenton Doyle. Lots of balls in the air. Noah Skiro has made 2 outs on ground balls and 4 outs on strikeouts. Everything else up in the air. A couple of hard hit balls, but defense has been able to corral them and keep the Yard Goats quiet. This is chipped down the third base line. On the run, Rio to first. The throw is up the line. And safe is Brenton Doyle. It would have been a tight play even if the throw is perfect, and that's why the scorer is going to put it in as a base hit. Shifting to second, Grant Levine. Still force play for the double play if Skiro can get it. Another ground ball. Here's the catcher, Willie McIver, who's 0 for 2. Hartford leads 1 run on 5 hits. Reading no runs on 3 hits. In the top of the 6th at FirstEnergy Stadium. What a beautiful day for a day game. I don't think it could get better because it's warm, but it's not brutal. There's a breeze, but it's not aggressive. This is shot foul. 0-1. If I was a fan, this is the game I would be at. 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Looks like Trevor Betancourt out throwing. And Millie McIver is hit by a pitch here that will load the bases. Levine to third, Doyle to second, and on a hit by pitch here, is that the trainer? Well, that's not the trainer because the trainer is a woman. I don't know who that man in khakis is. There's a man in khakis and the manager, Chris Dennerfia, who's out there. And McIver's going to stay in this game. McIver's going to walk down to first. And load the bases with Levine on third, Doyle on second, and McIver on first. Here's Nico Decolati. No damage done yet. There's just 1 out on the board. Skira is going to have to be very careful here. And so will Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate, trying to keep this just a 1-run game. Ground ball left side. Guzman to Gazzo to first, and it's not in time, and that will drive in a run. There was nothing better the defense could have done about that. They turned to real quick, and they don't get the out at first. And crossing the plate successfully is Grant Levine. Hartford leads 2-0 now. But there is out number 2 on the board here with runners on the corners. It's Doyle at third and Decolati on a fielder's choice at first. McIver was retired at second. Here's Isaac Collins with 2 on and 2 out. That's a called strike, 1-1. Inside goes Skiro. Way off the bag was Decolati racing back. The count 2-1 now. Ski still hitting 95 here. He's still got that velo, that endurance, as he enters the 90s in pitches. 93 here, 96 I believe his longest outing, and into the 100s goes Griff McGarrett. This is a ground ball on the right side. Gazzo make the flip play to short. They get the force out. And on 95 pitches, Noah Skiro gets out of the 6th inning. His day probably done there. 2-run score on a hit, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And so Hartford leads 2-0, but it's the Fightin' Phil's turn to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, coming up in just 1 moment here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Fightin Phil's down by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Got to get something rolling here against Hartford as Mitch Kilkenny still in this game with 71 pitches. Logan O'Hoppe takes the first pitch strike and then grounds this slowly down the third baseline foul. 0-2. Logan's walked twice today. Fightin Phil's have had base runners in all but 1 inning, and they haven't been able to bring anybody home. 3 hits to Hartford's 5 hits, and they, of course, have 2 runs in the lead. Somebody's got to get something started here. And why not Logan? The 0-2 is lined into left center. Rounds first. He's going to stay put there. A leadoff base hit for Logan O'Hoppe here in the bottom of the 6th. And here is Jalen Ortiz of Fightin Phil's in the heart of the order with Ortiz up and Wendell Rijo in the whole Aldrum corridor on deck. People on Twitter freaking out about scouts being at the ballpark. There are scouts at every single game. I have not been to a game where there's no scouts. It could be pouring rain. We could be in an hour rain delay, and the scouts are still sitting out here because that's their job. They're trade deadline or not, there are scouts at this game. Ball and no strike here to Jalen Ortiz. Logan O'Hoppe is out on first. Nobody up in the bullpen for Hartford. They want Kilkenny to get through this. Ortiz smacks this foul. Had the distance, just got to right the ship a little bit to the left of that foul pole. 330 down to left and right, 400 to dead center. O'Hoppe shuffles off the bag at first. Ortiz takes a pitch down and away. McIver's looked good behind the plate. Hasn't really let anything get past him today. And O'Hoppe tried to take off last time up. We'll see if he attempts to get into scoring position here. Jalen an open stance. Nobody out here. Bottom 6. Arfil's down by 2. Has to jump to get away from the pitch as the count moves 3-1. Keep the line moving here for the Fightin Phils. Got to keep the line moving. (3-1). Goes fishing and comes up with nothing on an off-speed pitch inside, and now the count is full. Here's the payoff. It's fouled back. We're going to go again. Pitch number 6 of the at-bat here to Jalen Ortiz. Lehigh Valley still leads 2-1. They're in the bottom of the 2nd at Coca-Cola Park. It's the only other day game going on in all of minor league baseball. And the rest of the Phillies farm system plays tonight. Runner on first, nobody out, bottom 6. Here's the payoff pitch to Jalen. It's another foul ball. Offering number 8 impending for Mitch Kilkenny. Trying to ride up the starters' pitch count here. Fightin Phil's down 2-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Still have time, but it would be nice to start chipping away at that Hartford lead here, especially as Reading is going to go to the bullpen in the next frame, I would imagine. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up, foul territory down the first base side. Tolia tracking it. He'll make the catch. There's one. Here's Wendell Rijo. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground balls. This is smacked into left center by Rio. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Racing to third is Ohapi. He's being waved home by Sean Williams. The play at the plate, the throw, he slides in, he's safe. Ball pops out of the glove of Willie McIver. Logan gets under the tag. Rio advancing to third. The Fightin' Phils have cut Hartford's lead in half. Rio gets credit for a double and goes over to third on the throw. He'll get the RBI there as Hartford leads 2-1. Tying run is 90 feet from home plate with Wendell Rio at third. And Aldrum Corridor due up. He shoves this deep into right field. Decolati is there to make the catch. Tagging is Wendell. And the throw does not make it to the plate in time. A sacrifice fly from Aldrum Corridor makes it 2-2. Fantastic piece of hitting by Aldrum Corridor to send that ball deep to right and give Wendell the opportunity to come home. Both teams 2 runs on 5 hits, and the inning continues for the Fightin' Phils with Carlos De La Cruz and 2 outs. Reading getting the job done with runners in scoring position here. Carlos, his first double-A hit his last time up, also grounded out to third. Chips this foul. 0-2. Carlos checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still nobody up in the bullpen, as Kilkenny has 86 pitches under his belt. Trevor Betancourt warming for the Fightins as the ball breaks down and away and the count evens 2-2. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. We've got an exciting game on our hands, a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs and 5 hits on either side. 2 outs. Sears the 2-2 to Carlos. That hits the outside corner for strike 3. Kilkenny gives up 2 runs on 2 hits for the Fightin' Phils, and they get back in this game to the 7th. We go to the bullpen. We'll take a quick break and be right back at America's Classic Ballpark.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Reading is tied up this game as we enter the top of the 7th, 2 runs and 5 hits apiece. As Noah Skiro hands the ball over to Trevor Betancourt. Here for the 7th, Betancourt will see Christopher Navarro, the number 9 hitter, a first pitch strike. And there's one below the knees, 1-1. Also due up Daniel Montano and Hunter Stovall. The Fightin' Phils put up 2 runs on 2 hits in the 6th. Logan O'Hoppe, a single. Rijo doubled him home, and then a sacrifice fly by Aldrim Corridor knotted up this game. Here's the 1-1 from Betancourt, in for a strike, 1-2. Bullpen's got to keep the Fightin' Phils in this game. And Betancourt called upon to do that out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. A pitch in the dirt, down and away, gets Navarro to strike out swinging for good measure. O'Hoppe has to send it down to first, and he does. There's out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Quality start for Noah Skiro. 6 innings of work, 5 hits, just 2 runs, just 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And they give him 92 pitches to do so. From the left side, Daniel Montano takes a first pitch strike. He's 0 for 3 today. And he sends this foul into the stands. The kid makes a good grab, going home with the best souvenir in all of sports. There's strike number 2. Righty on lefty matchup here as Betancourt looking to retire the side. Already has 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Infield, outfield, back deep. 0-2 comes way in. 1-2. Guzman shaded towards second base. Rijo a little bit to the shortstop position. Field looks beautiful today. Groundskeeper Dan Douglas doing a fantastic job in this Pennsylvania weather. The back foot slider misses 2-2. Lehigh Valley still leads 2-1. They're in the top of the 3rd at Coca-Cola Park. Bubby Rossman, the former Fightin', on the mound. This is shot to right. Ortiz back, track, wall, it's gone. Daniel Montano breaks this tie quickly here in the top of the 7th with his 10th home run of the season. Hartford takes a 3-2 lead. Here's Hunter Stovall with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Every time the Fightin' Phils get back in this game offensively, can't seem to hold on to it. Only down by 1, though, here in the top of the 7th. Plenty of baseball left to go here on this beautiful day game. Betancourt brings his glove down to his waist. A 1-0. Fouled back by Stovall as he leans out to get a piece of it. This is chipped off the bat as it rolls foul down the third baseline. He'll have to go back up to the plate with a 1-2 count. Hartford 3 runs on 6 hits. They've had 2 solo home runs today, that one by Montano, and then earlier in the game by Michael Tolia has really carried them today. The Fightin' Phils chipped in 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and now they're down by 1 in the top of the 7th. Betancourt with the 1-2. Down the third baseline. It's going to be no play by Wendell Rijo. There's just nothing he could do about it. It's stuck on the infield grass. It wasn't a bunt, just came off the bat real slow, and Hunter Stovall is going to get credit for a hit there as Hartford has 1 on and 1 out for Grant Levine. This is the heart of their order coming up. Ground ball right side, foul. Runner on first and one away. 0-1. Good frame by Ohapi. They don't get the call on the outside corner. And it moves to 1-1. Outside. 2-1. Infield ready to make the double play if they can here. Try to get out of the 7th with just one run coming across for the Hartford Yard Goats. Betancourt sends this over to first. Corridor puts the tag on Stovall, but it's not in time. He's had 9 stolen bases in 12 attempts this season. Hartford leads by just 1 here in the top of the 7th. Ground ball right side. Corridor to second, back to first. They won't turn 2, but they'll get that leading runner on the force out as Levine reaches on a fielder's choice. 2 outs and a runner on here for Michael Tolia. Good play by Aldrim Corridor to send that to second quickly. Stovall was quick off the bag. Much harder to score from first than it is from second, and that's what the Fightin' Phils were thinking by going and getting the leadoff runner. And Betancourt, good coverage at first. This is lined into right. It's going to bounce in front of Jalen Ortiz. Pulling up at second is Levine. That's the 3rd hit of the inning for Hartford. And there's 2 on and 2 out here for Brenton Doyle. Fightin' Phils picked up 2. In the bottom of the 6th inning to tie it up at that point in time. A solo shot from Daniel Montano made this game 3-2 Hartford here in the top of the 7th. They now have 2 on and 2 outs. Logan Ohapi, a quick meeting with his reliever here, trying to get the final out of this frame, put his team back up in the bottom of the 7th. Nice stretch time at the ballpark, coming in between then and now. Betancourt deals. Slow roller down to third. Rijo on the run. The flip to first. Corridor makes a split, but the runner's safe. Really good play by the corner infields, and it just doesn't go their way. 4th hit of the inning. Hartford racking up number 9, and the bases are loaded here for catcher Willie MacGyver. Levine to third, Tolia to second, and Doyle on first. And now we're going to see a visit from pitching coach Matt Hockenberry. Put Betancourt in the right mindset here to get out of the inning without any more damage. He's certainly capable of doing that. It's just not letting the bases loaded get to you here, attacking the batter. And of course, Logan's going to have to work hard behind the plate. Everybody in the infield coming in for this meeting on the mound. Go over defensive positionings here as well. And now Hockenberry going back into the dugout. The infield separating. And everybody ready to go. The bases loaded for Hartford. Levine, Tolia, and Doyle left to right across the diamond. And Willie MacGyver up at the plate with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Hartford leads 3-2. Betancourt, first pitch, swing and a miss. Goes off speed. And MacGyver takes strike 1. Offering in the dirt, Logan uses his entire body to keep it in front of him. And the count evens 1-1. Runners taking their leads with 2 outs. Everybody's going on contact. Betancourt trying to keep this just a 1-run game. 1-1. Breaks down and away, 2-1. Waiting in the on-deck circle, Nico Decolati. It's Willie McIver who's up at the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Betancourt leans over, bending at the hip, gets the sign from his catcher, Ohapi. Now he comes set, bringing his glove to his waist. Here's the 2-1. Poked upstairs, Ortiz racing it, it's foul. Can he get to it? In front of the bullpen, yes! He fires that in, but it's out number 3. Great catch by Ortiz in foul territory to end the frame with the bases loaded. 1 run does come across the board in Montano's solo shot. Hartford 3, Reading 2. Stretch time here at FirstEnergy Stadium before your Fightin' Phils are back up to bat.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh! Run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Yard Goats go to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here for the bottom of the 7th inning. Hartford has a 1-run lead with a solo shot from Daniel Montano in the top half. Here's Jonathan Guzman, Sal Gazzo, and Johan Rojas due up in this frame. Jared Biddy on the rubber facing Mitch Kilkenny here for the bottom of the 7th. Kilkenny, a quality start. Just tagged up a little bit in the 6th as Guzzi takes a ball and a strike. Kilkenny's 6 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts, and they give him 88 offerings, almost exactly the line of Noah Skira, which is funny how that works out. Guzman chips this foul into Hartford's dugout, and the count moves 1-2. Biddy, the righty, they'll stay with the righty. Not a lot of lefties in their bullpen. Actually, just one, Nick Bush. Ground ball to short. Across the diamond goes Stovall. Guzzi tries to race it down, but he can't get to first in time. There's out number 1 for the Fightin' Phils. Here is Sal Gazzo. Gazzo 0 for 2 today. Looking to get something started for the Fightin' Phils. represents the tying run as he heads up to first with one away. Fightin's 2 runs on 5 hits. Yard Goats 3 runs on 9 hits. Those 2 solo shots helping them out big time here. Gazzo lines this down the right field side. It's fair. All the way to the corner it goes. He's taking 2, and he's going to come for 3. The throw in, he dives under the tag. He's out. Oh, man. I thought he got underneath that. That was impressive by Sal Gazzo. And the crowd not happy with the call. Sean Williams over at third isn't going to argue. He'll get credit for the double, I would imagine, and then tagged out at third. A good relay throw in from Nico Decolati in right, hitting the cutoff man, and then over to third. And instead of having a base runner on, the Fightin' Phils have 2 outs. To the top of the order they go with Johan Rojas. He looks to lay down the bunt but takes the ball outside. Biddy goes down and away. There's ball 2. Picked up as a free agent in 2021. Last summer was here in Hartford as well. Out of Iowa Park, Texas. Never heard of that. Rojas has to get out of the box quickly to avoid being hit by a pitch. Hartford leads Reading 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs here for the Fightin' Phils. And here's the 3-0 pitch to Johan Rojas. That's ball 4. And a 2-out walk puts Rojas, the tying run, out on first. Here's Simone Muzziotti. Biddy originally played for the Mets after signing as a free agent in 19 and then eventually picked up by the Rockies in 2021. Began the season at Spokane, promoted to Hartford on April 28th, so just about a month there. He's only 25 years old. Righty reliever comes into this game with a 3.10 ERA as Muzziotti sends this foul 0-1. Runner on first is Rojas for the first time today, and he's a menace on the base pass. If he can get to second, he will. Biddy sends this over to Tolia. Put the tag on him, not in time. That's step off number 1. He wants to get into scoring position here for Simone. He's going. The throw down from McIver is good. They put the tag on him, and he's out. Just the second time that Rojas has been caught stealing this entire season. He's 44 for 46 now. Sean Williams is saying something to Tyler Whitty, who is the third base umpire, very emphatically. He thought that Rojas snuck under the tag. Sean arguing here. He's pushing Rojas back. Do not need Johan involved in this, as the first base umpire, Alfonso, pushing back his batter. Mike Jones is going to go over and take him out, and Guzzi racing in as well. Don't need him involved in this. Sean is going to handle this for his players. He always stands up for his guys, and he's going to have the last word here as he heads back to the dugout, frustrated with that call. We're going to take a break. To the top of the 8th, Hartford 3, Reading 2.
Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K-Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Adam Leverett comes out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. He sees Nico Decolati, Isaac Collins, and Christopher Navarro. 7 through 9 here for the Hartford Yard Go-To lead 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Leverett gets a first pitch strike as Decolati shows signs of bunt. Now he keeps the bat on his shoulder. 1-1. Betancourt gets just 1 inning of work in relief. Allowed 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 1 strikeout. As Lev goes down and away, it's 3-1. 2-1, excuse me. I have really liked Leverett out of the bullpen. Started the season as a starter, but has settled in really well out of the bullpen. And now it's 3-1 as he hits 94 with the fastball. See if he can keep this just a 1-run game. The Fightin' Phils had some base runners in the bottom of the 7th, but could not drive in a run, and there is a walk to Decolati to start off the 8th here. Here's Isaac Collins with a runner on and 1 out. Let's check in on that Lehigh Valley game. They're still leading 2-1 in the top of the 4th inning. Leverett throws over to the runner on first, but he slides back in time. Decolati 7 stolen bases in 9 attempts on the season for Hartford. Adam looking for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. Collins takes a swinging strike on an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Hartford 3 runs on 9 hits, 2 of them solo shots. Reading 2 runs on 6 hits. Runner going, the throw from Ohapi at the knees on the wrong side of the bag. And safe at second is Nico Decolati. Gets himself in his scoring position, breaks up the double play ball. This is sent into right field. It's going to drop in. Ortiz plays it on a hop. Play at the plate, none. Hartford 4, Reading 2 on their 10th hit of the game. Collins drives in Decolati, and that stolen base allowed that run to score. They do keep Collins at first. Leverett looking for out number 1. He'll see the number 9 hitter, Christopher Navarro. Reading trying not to let this game get away from them here. Still a 2-run contest. First pitch strike to Navarro. Leverett deals outside. O'Hoppe trying to catch Collins off the bag. Almost throws it away from first. Corridor gets a glove on it, though. Leverett looks over at the runner. Now he comes set, glove at the chest. Out of the stretch, here's the 0-2. Gets Navarro swinging on an off-speed pitch. Frustrated, slams his bat into the ground, but there is out number one for Adam Leverett as he goes to the top of the order with Daniel Montano. Montano had that solo shot his last time up. At this point, it's the game-winning run. 1 for 4 today, but we'll see Adam for the first time. Runner on first and 1 out. Fires this over. Corridor puts the tag, not in time. Runner going. The pitch, the throw from O'Hoppe, the tag, the ball gets away from Jonathan Guzman. It's no good. Offering was a strike, but again, the Hartford Yard Goats break up the double play ball. They get a runner into scoring position. Leverett did get a strike to the batter here. Adam looks back at the runner on second. He'll go home to the lefty Montano outside, 1-1. The breaking ball working really well for Adam as it makes a lefty chase down and away, and there's strike 2 to Montano. Cuts inside on the righty batters. Looks back, out at Collins on second. Steps off the mound. And that is step off number 2 of the at-bat, since he had a pickoff attempt earlier. Collins, jumpy out there. Here's the 1-2. Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Fightin' Phils put up their 2 runs at the bottom of the 6th inning. Logan O'Hoppe led off the frame with a single. Wendell Rijo's RBI double brought him home, and a sacrifice fly by Aldrin Corridor was the second run. At that point, the game was tied at 2 as Leverett misses outside. The count is full. Since then, Hartford, another solo shot by this guy up to bat right here. Montano made it 3-2, and they added one already in this frame, making it 4-2 on 10 hits to the Fightin' 6. A payoff pitch, ball 4. Montano will throw his bat back to the dugout and head down to first on a free pass. 2 on and just 1 out here for Hartford. It does bring the double play ball, the force out, back into action here. And here is Hunter Stovall. Stovall 1 for 4 today. Has been playing shortstop with the top prospect Ezekiel Tovar on the injured list for about a month now. He's the Rockies' number 2 prospect, and Stovall has stepped it up big. He has made good use of that time at shortstop, both offensively and defensively, as he takes a first pitch strike. Just 1 out in the top of the 8th. Leverett with the fastball, 93, gets Stovall to chase and come up with nothing. He's down 0-2. Gets him to chase, strike 3 on an offering in the dirt, and that is a huge out number 2 for Adam Leverett here, keeping both runners on first and second. Here's the designated hitter, Grant Levine. Levine 1 for 3, also a walk and a run scored. He'll have Collins on second and Montano on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Hartford leads 4-2 over the Fightin' Phils. Leverett hanging on the fastball right now for a first pitch strike. Levine down 0-2 now. Another fastball by Adam Leverett hitting 93 on the radar gun. There's 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 8th. Adam looks back at the runner on second. Here's the 0-2 pitch inside. 1-2. And that was a balk there. And Sean is going to come out and talk to his pitcher after a balk. Both runners advance. Collins to third and Montano to second. And he's going to come out to Leverett. You've got to keep this a 2-run game. Talking to the infield here about defensive positionings. Let's get this guy out and get back up to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Just a 2-run lead from Hartford. Reading's already conquered that once today. They can do it again. This game is still within grasp. They have 6 outs left. Hartford has 4. They want to keep it at this score. With the DH here, they've got him on strikes. They're certainly well in this at-bat. He did take a ball with that balk. The batter gets a ball, and the base runners get a base. And so his count is 1-2 now, with 2 on and 2 out. Infield, outfield, back deep. Leverett comes set. Here's the 1-2, popped up. It's foul. Good basket catch by a fan. Oh man, he drops it. That's no good, sir. You got to make that. So still a 1-2 count here to Grant Levine with 2 on and 2 out. Leverett deals. Blooper back to the pitcher, stays calm, makes the play to first, and that will do it. Hartford gets another run on 1 hit and 2 walks, so they lead 4-2. Into the bottom of the 8th, the R Phils. Got to come up with some runs here late in the game.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner in Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Bottom of the 8th, Reading down 4-2 to the Hartford Yard Goats. But it's their turn to bat. Simone Muzziotti will get another opportunity. He was up when Rojas was caught stealing to end the 7th, so he'll get a fresh count here, but he'll see a different pitcher in Stephen Jones as they give Biddy just 1 inning. Muzziotti takes a first pitch strike, then a ball down and inside. He's 1 for 3 today. Another righty here as this gets away from McIver. Another ball. Shaking off his catcher is Jones. Now they get a pitch they like. Here's the 2-1 and Muzziotti hits the corner, 94 on the fastball, 2-2. Jones a 2.66 ERA. He's had 40 2/3 innings of work, all out of the bullpen as Muzziotti sends this foul. Keep his count. 33rd appearance of the season. That's quite a lot. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Arphils down by 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Simone sends this foul. He'll keep his count. Called strike 3. Muzziotti caught looking on the inside corner, upping the fastball to 96 is Jones, and there is out number 1 here to start off the 8th. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. Up and in. O'Hoppe's been on 3 times today. 2 walks, a single, and a run scored for his line. There's ball 1. Checks the swing. Doesn't matter. It's a strike. Getting loud here at the ballpark. Reading down by 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Logan, a slow roller off the bat, goes foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd roaring here for the Fightin' Phils. Want something to happen here in the bottom of the 8th. Time is called by Logan. Something is being said from the Fightin' Phils dugout. The umpire, Krupa, looking back and forth. Now O'Hoppe steps back in, crowding the plate. 1 out, bottom 8th. Hartford 4, Reading 2. Here's the 2-2 to Logan, way inside, and it's a full count. Middle infielders back on that grass edge. The payoff pitch, lined into left center. Logan, a multi-hit game here, will get himself on with just 1 out, and Jalen Ortiz due up, now represent the tying run at the plate here. Logan dropping one in that exact same spot twice today. Jalen 0 for 3 can turn this thing around right now. Hartford, 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 solo shots in there. Reading 2 runs on 7 hits. As Ortiz takes the first pitch strike. Jalen takes one inside, 1-1. Crowd looking for Jalen Ortiz to do something here with a runner on first and one away, down by 2. Holds off on a pitch down and away. That was a really good take there by Ortiz. Pop-up, strikeout, and a pop-up in foul territory. Those were his 3 at-bats today. Jalen sends this out to left center. On the run back, Doyle, he'll make the catch. Ohapi can't tag. And there is out number 2. Here's Wendell Rio. He did it before. He can do it again. Had a run-scoring double back in the 6th. Wendell takes the ball below the knees. 1-0. Waiting in the on-deck circle, Aldrum Corridor. The Fightin' Phils trail 4-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. They've got 2 outs, but Logan Ohapi on first. Rijo sends this foul. Fastball upstairs. Above the letters, Rijo gets ahead in the count, 2-1. Lehigh Valley still playing out at Coca-Cola Park. They now lead 3-1. They have the bases loaded, and Dalton Guthrie up in the 4th. Gene Segura, the RBI single. Rijo takes a chase, and the count moves to 2-2. Just 2 morning games in minor league baseball today, and the Phillies farm system has both of them. Ohapi shuffling off the bag at first. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2 outs. Coming set, Jones. Here's the 2-2, and Rijo holds on, fouling it back. Fightin' Phils, the home team, batting in the bottom half today. Reading trying to cut into this 2-run lead by Hartford here. Ball behind his back is Jones. Now he comes set, glove at the waist. Ohapi on first, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 outside. Rijo holds off, and the count is full. Jones coming set, the payoff pitch. Rijo, sky-high pop-up. Calling everybody off, Navarro at third. It's the catcher, McIver, who makes the play. And that will do it. Fightin' Phils get a hit, but they can't bring a run in. And they trail by 2 going into the 9th. Hartford due up first. Reading going to turn to the bullpen here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Matt Seelander enters the game out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen for the Fightin' Phils. See Michael Tolia from the right side, chips off the bat foul for strike one. Hartford leads Reading 4-2 here in the top of the ninth, 10 hits to the R Phils 7. Both teams have 3 outs left here in the ninth inning. Fightin' Phils, the home team, will have the chance to walk it off, but first they got to get out of this top half. Tolia smacks this into left. Muzziotti is there. Finding the ball in the sun, he makes the catch for out number 1. Every pitcher that has come in today for the Fightin' Phils has allowed a run. And so we'll see if Matt Seelander can put up a clean stat line here. Keep this a 2-run game. He's already got 1 on the board. Here's Brenton Doyle. First pitch ball to the righty batter. Doyle's had a 2-hit day. This has popped up. Rio chasing, Ohapi going back. And it's about 3 rows into the seats. Strike 1. Lehigh Valley now leading 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Dalton Guthrie getting the job done with the bases loaded, driving in a run. Donnie Sands as well. 2 on, 1 out for Camargo. They lead by 5 in the bottom of the 4th. Seelander comes set. Here's the 1-1. Popped foul, 94 out of Seal. And it's 1-2. Hartford got the first run of the game in a second. A solo shot by Michael Tolia. Got another run in the 6th. The Fightins tied it up in the bottom half, 2-2 in the top of the 7th. Another home run by the Yard Goats. This is a called strike 3. Seelander gets a big K to Brenton Doyle for out number 2. So they had a solo shot by Montano in the 7th to take the lead, tacked an insurance run on in the 8th off the bat of Isaac Collins, and they lead 4-2 here in the top of the 9th. 2 outs quickly for Seal. When the Fightin' Phils come up in the bottom half, they'll have Corridor, De La Cruz, and Guzman. Available off the bench today for the Fightin' Phils: Jack Conley, Vito Freesia, and Kevin Vicuña. First pitch strike to the catcher, Willie McIver. Hit by a pitch back in the 6th. Checks his swing, he doesn't go around. A ball and a strike. Seelinger comes set at the chest. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. 1-1. Fly ball into center. Coming over Johan Rojas, he'll make the catch, and a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Seelinger. Puts up a 0 in the top of the 9th. The R-Phils trail 4-2 to the Hartford Yard Goats. They'll have 3 outs. Try to walk this game off in the 9th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in baseball town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Into the bottom of the 9th we go here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightin' Phils trail the Hartford Yard Goats 4-2. They'll need at least 2 runs in this inning to send it to extras, 3 to walk it off as the home team bats last here at America's Classic Ballpark. Aldrum Corridor takes the first pitch, ball up and away from Gavin Hollowell. Hollowell coming out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, each reliever getting just a frame today. Corridor chips this off the bat foul. Already has a hit and a sacrifice fly today. Looking to get something started here in the 9th. Aldrum sends it foul back into the stands. A ball and 2 strikes. Hartford 10 hits, Reading 7. Fightin' Phils have had base runners here. Haven't been able to really drive them in today. The 1-2 upstairs evens the count 2-2. Still a lot of time left in this game. Unlimited time, actually, 3 outs. Carlos De La Cruz and Jonathan Guzman also dove up. Here's the 2-2 outside. Good frame by McIver, but they don't get the call. And it's full here to Aldrum Corridor. Trying to get some base runners, keep the line moving. Hollowell comes set, the payoff pitch, smoked foul. Gavin, a 3.35 ERA. Born and raised in Somerset, New Jersey. That's where the Hartford Yard Goats go next. 6th-round pick back in 19. Slow roller off the bat, back to the pitcher. Hollowell sends this to first, and there is out number 1 here. Rookie Carlos De La Cruz coming up. Already had his first double A hit earlier in this game. See if he can get on base here, keep the line moving. Looks like Vito Friscia sent a pinch hit for Guzman. He's waiting in the on-deck circle. De La Cruz gets away from that pitch. Ball 1 inside. Sends it foul. Count evens 1-1. Good crowd support here in this camp game, morning game here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Nice to have some hometown support. We missed that on the road for sure. Hollowell the 1-1. De La Cruz sends it foul 1-2. Leaning over Hollowell, bottom of the 9th, 1 out. De La Cruz strikes out swinging. 2 outs. And now it's Vito Friscia set to pinch hit here for the R-Phils for Jonathan Guzman. Manager Sean Williams does not often pinch hit. Only done it a couple times this season, and nobody's been able to come up with a hit. 3 times, Ortiz, Corridor, and Rojas. But we'll see if Vito can get that big one. The R-Phils trail 4-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Salgazzo waiting in the on-deck circle. Friscia takes the first pitch strike on the outside corner. Can't imagine what it's like to come in and pinch hit like this. Oh, 1 to Friscia, down and away, 1-1. Two outs, bottom 9. Friscia sends this sky high into left. Montano coming in, going back, Stovall. Stovall looking for it in the sun. He'll make the catch, and that will do it. The Fightin' Phils go down in order here in the bottom of the 9th inning. They dropped the first game of this series to Hartford 4-2. Logan O'Hoppe has a 2-hit game. Wendell Rijo a big RBI double. But the Fightin' Phils can't come up with that big hit, and the bullpen fades down the stretch. Hartford takes this game 4-2 over the Fightin' Phils. Tomorrow night's game, a 7:05 start here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Looking forward to that contest. It'll be TBD on the mound. We got to figure out who that is for the Fightin' Phils tomorrow. So you can check that out on the website when that becomes live. But I'll see you tomorrow, 7:05. A nice day game here, but the Fightin' Phils fall to the Hartford Yard Goats 4-2. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.